Hey there! Have you ever grabbed something off the shelf at the grocery store only to realize when you got home that you didn't buy what you meant to? It's a frustrating feeling. You wish you had looked closer. You feel that you've wasted time and money, and now you have a bag of pickle-flavored chips taking up room in your cupboard. Now imagine if the stakes were higher. Imagine a situation when grabbing the wrong thing off the shelf could not only cost you time and money, but also add unnecessary risk to your health, the health of others, and the wildlife and natural resources around you. When you buy and use pesticides, those are the stakes. And that's why practically every pesticide container sold in the United States comes with detailed information and directions, known as a label. Pesticide labels are legal documents, which means they carry the weight of the law, which means that if a person doesn't follow label requirements, that person is breaking the law. Now, as you might imagine, there are thousands of pesticide products on the market in the United States. Some have very specific uses, others can be used in a variety of situations. Some control weeds, some control insects, some control weeds and insects. Some control things you might not think of, like fish or bacteria. Some come concentrated and some come diluted and ready to use. Each one of these products has had label language specifically tailored to it, based on scientific studies of each product's risk to people's health and the environment. This is where we, the applicators, come in. It's our job to use the information on these labels to select the best product for the job, and then use it safely and effectively. For an example, let's have a look at a couple different product labels. First, we have a product called Navigate, which we can see right off the bat has a very specific purpose: a selective herbicide for controlling certain unwanted aquatic plants. The second product, called WeedR64, simply says broadleaf herbicide toward the top. If we look a bit further down, we can find a fuller description.
For control of many broadleaf weeds in asparagus, blueberries, cereal grains, wheat, barley, millet, oats, and rye, corn, field corn, popcorn, sweet corn, cranberry, fallow land and crop stubble, orchard floor, apple, pear, stone fruit and nut, rice, sorghum, soybeans, pre-plant burn down only, strawberries, sugarcane, forests, rangeland, and established grass pastures, including conservation reserve program acres, in non-crop areas including lawns, ornamental turf, drainage, ditch banks, fence rows, rights of way, also for aquatic weed control, control of trees by injection, and tank mixes.
Whew. But wait a minute. When we compare the active ingredients of the two products, we can see that they are both a form of 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, more commonly known as 2,4-D. How is it that one 2,4-D product can only be used in water bodies, while another can be used on dozens of different sites, including water bodies? Pesticide products come in a variety of formulations depending on how they are meant to be used. Let's look back at the Navigate label to see if we can find a clue. Aha! Look here! Navigate is formulated on special heat-treated attaclay granules that resist rapid decomposition in water, sink quickly to lake or pond bottoms, and release the weed-killing chemical in the critical root zone area. So, even though both of our products contain forms of 2,4-D, the other ingredients that make up the formulations could be completely different. In fact, the formulations are so different that one is a solid and one is a liquid. Navigate is specially formulated to control submerged aquatic weeds. WeedR64 is formulated to control weeds in a variety of different situations. This can be an asset, but it can also come with drawbacks. Most pesticide labels have what is called a signal word on them, which gives the reader an idea of how toxic a product is. Caution appears on the least toxic products, warning appears on moderately toxic products, and danger appears on highly toxic products. Now, let's look back at our example labels. One of them has a caution signal word, while the other has a danger signal word. That means one of our products is significantly more toxic to humans than the other in some way. And if we keep reading, the labels tell us exactly what that increased hazard is. Navigate, the product with a caution signal word, says that, among other things, it causes eye irritation. WeedR64, the product with the danger signal word, says that it causes irreversible eye damage and is corrosive. We can assume that something about WeedR64's formulation makes it corrosive and more hazardous to eyes than Navigate. This is probably explained by the fact that WeedR contains a salt form of 2,4-D instead of the ester form in Navigate. It could also be related to the inner ingredients in each product. But even if we don't know the precise cause of a product's toxicity, we do know that Navigate is less toxic to the eyes than WeedR64, just by looking at the two products' signal words and precautionary statements. Spotting and understanding label differences like signal words can help us make informed decisions when choosing which product is ideal for our situation. We've seen that even pesticide products with the same active ingredient can differ in significant ways. Pesticide labels reflect these differences by their language. A product can only be used on sites that its label lists, and a product's signal word gives us an idea of how toxic it is. These are just a couple of examples. Always read and compare product labels before you make a purchase, so that you don't end up having to store a pesticide you can't use, or even worse, misapplying it.